was convinced that nothing else could ever bring me the same level of happiness as gaming, but looking back now, that couldn't have been further from the truth. I absolutely loved playing video games. It was my favorite way to spend time with friends. I felt so sick every time I ranked up and got cracked at a new game. And they gave me the magical feeling of having pure fun and forgetting about everything else in the world. Whenever I was gaming, there was a smile on my face, but as soon as that screen turned off, it disappeared. In the real world, I felt like an NPC going through the motions of a life I had no interest in. I hated the person I saw in the mirror. I felt like I had zero accomplishments. I didn't care that much about anything or anyone. My life felt divided between things that I had to do and playing video games, and I just wanted to be rich so that I could play more and not have to deal with real life. It's been 5 years since the last time I played, and I've become a completely different person. I wake up excited for every single day of my real life, and I'm happier than I ever thought was possible. In this video, I want to explain why playing video games holds you back from finding true happiness. According to Arthur Brooks, the Harvard professor of happiness, you need 3 things to build true happiness: enjoyment, satisfaction, and meaning. I'm going to break down each one to show how video games can simulate them, but never truly fulfill them. Let's start by talking about enjoyment. The key distinction Arthur Brooks makes is that even if something is fun, that isn't enough for it to contribute to your true happiness. You also have to share the experience with others and create lasting memories. Obviously, video games are fun, but there are 2 problems that prevent it from fulfilling enjoyment. The first is that virtual experiences do not offer the same depth of connection as in-person experiences. Gaming was my main social outlet, but as soon as that screen turned off, I'd lay in my bed at night feeling lonely and empty. At the time, I thought it was because I didn't get any girls, but the real reason I was so down bad is because humans weren't meant to interact with a screen between us. We're social creatures at our core, and throughout all of human history, our survival has relied on sharing experiences, working together, and building bonds. Talking to the digital homies and e-girls does not create the same quality of connection as being physically present with your friends or a real woman. And video games don't prevent you from socializing in person, but when it's your main hobby, you spend most of your free time alone instead of with other people. The second problem is that gaming rarely leads to the creation of lasting memories. Forming high-quality memories typically requires a unique or significant experience, both of which are rare when playing video games. 99.9% of the time you spend playing video games looks exactly the same. Just you and a screen. Your brain forgets most of it, leaving little to show for all those hours. For me, and for most other people, the memories that do stand out from gaming are special because of the people we are playing the games with and not the games themselves. So if you feel lonely, empty, or like you aren't living life, then you've got to find new ways to connect with people in person. The easiest way to do that is to explore hobbies that also have a social component. I play a lot of pickup basketball, do jiu-jitsu, and surf, and each one of those has made it easy for me to have a ton of fun while connecting with other people. Enjoyment isn't just about having fun in isolation, it's about socializing with others and creating memories of a life well lived. Let's move on to the next big piece of happiness, satisfaction. The main point Arthur Brooks makes is that satisfaction is easy to get, but hard to keep. This is especially true with video games, and there are 2 main problems. First, you get addicted to quick rewards and feedback loops. And second, accomplishing virtual goals has no benefit in your real life. Games and social media apps are engineered to keep you in this perfect loop of instant gratification where you put in a small amount of effort, then immediately receive a reward. Because of this, I was so addicted to chasing satisfaction in video games. I wasn't a great athlete or super talented at anything else, so getting good at games felt amazing. As I aged though, accomplishing virtual goals gave me less and less satisfaction. Spending weeks of my life to unlock a skin no longer felt like a great use of my time, and I started to feel a lot of pressure that I had no real skills or accomplishments. I wanted to become someone I could be proud of, but I hated how difficult and time-consuming real-life goals felt. But bro, you gotta get over your fear of doing hard things. Everything is hard at first, but overcoming challenges is one of the best feelings in life. If you don't struggle on the path to reaching a goal, then you won't feel any satisfaction from accomplishing it. Getting through struggles is what makes you feel satisfied. It means you're actually learning and improving as a person. If you don't feel proud of the person you are, then you gotta shift some of the time you're spending gaming toward improving your life and building new skills. Once I shifted the 50 hours I spent gaming, I changed my life more than I ever thought was possible. I got into great shape, built my social confidence, landed a great job, and started stacking countless other new skills. Now, I feel proud of the person I've become, and I have no regrets about putting time toward my goals instead of playing more video games. Now, onto the last big piece of happiness, meaning. You were not put on this planet to spend every hour gaming. It goes without saying that the problem here is that video games do not help you find meaning in your life. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have all the answers, but something I can say with confidence is that you won't find what brings you meaning by sitting in your bedroom all day. I used to have so much angst when I was younger, worrying about what I was gonna do with my life, what career I'd pursue, when I'd find a girl, when will something come along that brings me a sense of purpose, and I was waiting for the day that I just woke up and knew what I wanted. But that day was never gonna come with the way I was spending my time. Meaning isn't something that comes to you, it's something that you slowly discover as you experience more life and continue to learn more about yourself. As you age and your brain develops, you start to crave meaningful experiences more and more. A very common feeling most gamers have is that eventually video games stop hitting the same, but it's not because all games suddenly became boring, it's because they aren't contributing to your real life. Next time you feel bored with the games you're playing, instead of scrolling through your Steam library or looking for something new, turn the screen off and find something else to do with your time. So many people just play video games out of habit or because they're addicted, and whatever age you are or whatever stage of life you're in, there are deep benefits to removing any form of addictions or distractions from your life and finding out who you are without them. I had never gone more than a week of my life without playing video games, so I never realized how much it was shaping my view of the world. If you feel lost or empty, those feelings aren't going to go away until you go out and explore more of the real world. I didn't care about anything as much as gaming because nonstop stimulation made everything else feel dull and boring in comparison. Once I removed that from my life, it was like the real me was born and the simple things started hitting different. My younger, addicted gamer self would never listen to some random dude on the internet saying what I'm about to say, but it's the simple things like sitting in nature, sharing a meal with friends and family, or going on a date with my girlfriend that bring me so much more happiness than gaming ever did. After exploring more of the world, I found that there are a lot of things that I care about way more than video games, and going forward, I don't want them to be anywhere near as big of a part of my story as they used to be. If you take away one thing from this video, it should be that real world experiences offer a deeper level of happiness than virtual experiences. I'm not saying that you need to quit playing video games altogether. I'm just saying that you need to balance them with the other aspects of life that can truly fulfill you. While I'm young, I'm gonna keep doing my thing in the real world because I've fallen in love with the opportunities that this life has to offer. When my knees are weak and my hips are shot, then I'll be ready to slide on my VR headset and pop some heads with the boys in the retirement home. If you're ready to take control of your life and start improving faster, you're in the right place. I'm here to share actionable advice and roadmaps that transform my life. Subscribe now and let's get happier, healthier, and keep living up. Love you, brother. Peace.